Today on Science News for Kids, Tomatoes Tasteless Green Gene by Robert Clock, July 13, 2012. The tomatoes your great-grandparents ate probably tasted a little like the ones you eat today. The fruit used to have a lot more flavor. Once they were so flavorful that you could take one in your hand and eat it straight away, like you would regularly eat apples or peaches, according to plant scientist Alan Bennett. He belongs to a team of international scientists who now think they know one reason why the fruit has lost so much flavor.
Modern tomatoes lack the correct version of the gene that helps them make flavorful molecules. In its correct form, the gene results a tastier tomato with a dark green patch at the top.
Although some unripe tomatoes have a dark green patch near the stem, farmers prefer that their unripe tomatoes are the same shade of green all over. The consistent color makes it easier for them to know when the fruit should be picked.
But tomatoes without dark green patch are also missing an important ingredient that helps the fruit make more sugar and other tasty molecules. So by breeding tomatoes for that consult color, Bennett's team says crop scientists may have accidentally contributed to also making this fruit bland.
This is a good illustration of unintended consequences, Harry Klee told Science News. Klee studies tomato flavor at the University of Florida in Gainesville.
Tomatoes make sugars in a complement called chloroplast. Bennett, who works at the University of California, Davis, and his colleagues found the tomatoes need the correct version of a particular gene called SIG-LK2. To form chloroplast properly in the fruit, a gene acts about biological instruction book that tells cells which molecules to make.
Tomatoes without the dark green tinge have the wrong version of this gene. The researchers report the June 29th issue of Science. As these fruit ripen, they can't make as many chloroplasts, and chloroplasts that they do produce are smaller. One result, the tomatoes make less sugar and don't taste as good.
Tomatoes also produce gases responsible for some of the odors sweet associate with the fruit. Even though you only breathe them, these gases affect the way that you perceive flavor. Tomatoes with weak chloroplasts can't make so much of these gases, further reducing flavor.
But the newfound gene change is not the whole story of why modern tomatoes are so bad. But by a long shot, Klee told Science News. Tomatoes also taste blander when they are picked too early or stored in the fridge.
Power words. Gene, an instruction of an organ's cells that instructs the cell of which molecules to make. Chloroplast, a complement in a plant cell that turns carbon dioxide and water into sugar and oxygen.
Can we see it? Yay!